Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mark from Limo Marketer here. And today I want to do a different kind of video and actually show you the inside of a Google Ads campaign and why what Google Ads has been doing recently really kind of sucks, especially if you're not very good at running Google Ads. So today's video is going to be about irrelevant search queries. So what's an irrelevant search query? So that is when someone searches for something that might be similar to what you offer, but isn't exactly what you offer. And then they might see your ad, they might click on your ad. And if they click on your ad, go to your website and they're the wrong person, maybe sometimes they'll click back and realize they're in the wrong place. But sometimes it's even worse and they'll call you or request a quote and it's an irrelevant lead. So not only is it then wasting you money, right, because they clicked on your ad, but it's also wasting you time. And so 10 years ago, Google Ads used to have 4 different keyword match types. And I'll probably do another video right after this one, kind of explaining how keyword match types are working as of November 2021. But a keyword match type is essentially a way where Google is matching up what someone's search is, their search query, what they type into Google, and when they hit search, that's a search query. Now, a keyword is what you have in your actual Google Ads account. And what match types are for is matching up search queries and keywords. So for instance, let's say you have this keyword, Cleveland car service. Okay. Do you see how there's quotes around it? That's known as a phrase match keyword. Okay. And so how it used to work is for someone to see your ad. If you have that keyword with quotes around it, a phrase match keyword, it meant that that exact phrase had to be in the search query in that exact order. Meaning, if someone searched best, let's do a test, best Cleveland car service, okay, your ad would show. But let's say instead of that, you did Cleveland's best car service, your ad would not show because that exact phrase right here would not match up with this, right? Because we added this apostrophe S space BEST. Okay. But let's say someone searched this for cheap, right? That would still match up, right? Because this actual phrase, these 3 keywords did not change. Okay. Google has changed this a lot in the past 10 years, and it's gotten really, really bad. And that's what I'm going to show you today. And why is this important? Well, we want to have control over who sees our ads because, and I've said this a million times, but if the wrong person sees our ad, sometimes they will still click on them. Not all the time, but when you have thousands of people searching, some people will mistakenly click on your ad. Even, for instance, this person, searched Limo Services Cleveland. Now, if you're in the ground transportation industry, these are somewhat similar, but not, right? Because limo service can mean, like a black car service, like, one step above like an Uber and Lyft. But it can also mean someone looking for a stretch limo, right? So someone searching Limo Services Cleveland, there's a good chance that person's looking for a stretch limo. Now, if you only have sedans and SUVs or, vans, executive sprinters, you probably don't want your ad showing when someone searches Limo Services Cleveland. And that's why that's the whole point of keyword match types is we're saying, hey, if I have a keyword and it's Cleveland car service, I only want my ad shown when someone searches, some best Cleveland car service or Cleveland car service for cheap. So Google's changed all that, unfortunately. So another match type that is still around, but they've completely changed it is this one here with the brackets around it. Now that's known as an exact match keyword. And so how that used to work is if someone typed in, let's say, Cleveland car service, okay, your ad would show. But let's say they typed in anything, Cleveland car services, your ad would not show. This is how it used to work a long time ago with exact match keywords. It meant you had to type in that exact phrase or your ad would not show. And then the phrase match, of course, covered people that typed in something before or after that phrase, right? And what we're talking about here again is my ad going to show, right? That's the whole point of your keyword list, is you're trying to tell Google, I want my ad to show for these search queries. And so I'm going to create a list of keywords with the correct keyword match types that are going to match those search queries, so that when someone searches for Cleveland car service, I want you to show my ad. And it's hard to say why Google's done this. I mean, the obvious answer is it's going to make them a lot more money, but it's really unfortunate for the end user, because it makes it very hard to target correctly. And this has actually been tough for me even. And, I've been doing Google ads for 16 years, the car service, the limo industry for 6 years. And this is even getting tough for me because they've really just flagrantly made these crazy changes relatively recently. So here's how they here's what they call it. Do you see this phrase match close variant? So this is saying, okay, Cleveland limo services Cleveland, that's kind of like Cleveland car service. And it kind of is a little bit, but the whole point of a phrase match keyword is it's supposed to match the phrase directly. Now, if you don't have quotes or brackets around your keyword, that was the whole point of what we call a broad match keyword, which I don't use and I don't recommend you using. Now, if we didn't have quotes around this keyword here and it was just Cleveland car service, then fine. Limo services Cleveland, that would be completely okay, right? Because it's a broad match keyword, meaning your search query will be triggered by that keyword. Now, let's just start going down this list here. And you're going to see every time it says close variant. So airport car service, and it matched it with car service to Cleveland Hopkins Airport. Look, I'm not complaining about this. That's fine to me because that's relevant to this client. However, you probably see where I'm going with this. We're going to start finding things on this list that are nothing to do with my client. Okay, so here are some down here. Amco car service. Okay, so now I'm using this keyword car service here. It's a phrase match keyword. Now this is actually fine, right? Because it's got this phrase here, right? But this is why we need negative keywords. Okay, so we would add Amco as a negative keyword. We would add AAA car service or AAA as a negative keyword. Now, when you add negative keywords, this is just a quick little aside, you don't want to add the whole phrase. You just want to add Amco, right? Because what if someone searched for some reason car service Amco? You would want that blocked as well. So let's keep going down here. And there were actually ones I wanted to. Okay. Let's go back. Now this is when it gets crazy. Okay. So the keyword is car service, right? Meaning this needs to be in the search query. Mazda Service Center? No. We both know that has nothing to do with like a black car service. Now, that's the tough thing about the car service keyword, because there are people looking for mechanics, right? But it's also, I know, a good keyword for the black car service industry. And so really, I only use it when a client isn't getting enough traffic from other keywords, but you have to have a massive, 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 massive list of negative keywords. See this Lexus service? Crazy, right? It's obviously completely different things. And it's very frustrating. And they literally just made this change probably in the past month, maybe 2 months. This is all new. Now, instead of having, 3,000 negative keywords, which I used to have before, I'm going to likely have 20 to 30,000 negative keywords, or more even, because now they are just showing a bunch of junk. So if someone searches Lexus service, right, and see my client's ad, Cleveland car service, Cleveland airport car service, most people will not click on the ad. If you look here, let's go over a little bit. Do you see these aren't getting actual clicks, but they are getting impressions, right? Which that's dangerous. If they're getting impressions, that means it's possible that someone's going to click on that ad, right? An impression is when they see the ad. A click is what we actually pay for, right? But this is no good. Like a lot of these search queries here are junk. And so that's what I wanted to make this video about, guys. Google Ads has changed dramatically in the past few months, and it's a money grab and it's short-term thinking. I don't think it's a good idea for Google to do this, but I'm sure they've probably weighed the benefits and the drawbacks, and they think this is the way to go. I mean, they've got a complete monopoly on search. So you don't like it, there's not much you can do. And so anyways, guys, the reason I made this video is, number one, if you're starting your own Google Ads campaign and you start getting calls for people looking for bus schedules, for taxis, for you name it, this is why, okay? Because Google has changed how this stuff works. And what you need to do, because let's not complain, I'm going to complain about it, but it's reality. It is what it is. How do we get around this? And how we do that is we want to be proactive, because if all we do is add negative keywords, you're going to spend a lot of money building that negative keyword list. So knowing this now, what I'm doing is, okay, every single car manufacturer there is that is a vehicle that my client doesn't own, right? So obviously Lincoln, certain models like MKT, these things you would not want them on the negative keyword list. But all of these other brands, oh, now my computer's going slow, that they do not own, what we want to do is we want to make them negative keywords. It's going incredibly slow. So I'm going to just show you how we do that. We can add them as campaign level is fine. And what you would just do is you obviously wouldn't want service as a negative. Okay, it's going to really lag on me here. I don't know what's going on. Okay, we need to add an A on the end there. And then you would want to add Nissan. And then the truth is you probably even want to add center as a negative. And so we would save that. And now if someone types Mazda service, your ad would not show. And that's how you combat it. You just need to have a massive, massive, massive negative keyword list. And here's a prediction here. Negative keywords are going to make or break your campaign in the future. So, hey guys, if you need some help getting a negative keyword list created, hit the link in the description, set up an appointment, let's talk. But if you're getting leads or people looking for things you don't offer, this is why. And it can cost you a ton of money. So you want to be proactive. Find out what is triggering your keywords, what search queries are triggering it. You do that in your search term report, and then be proactive. So now I know, okay, they're showing all this junk, but it's mainly for, well, not mainly for, but one of the things is for people looking for Mazda, Nissan, Lexus, Maserati service centers. So maybe we add center as a negative keyword and then all of these brands as negative keywords. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this was helpful. Give it a like if you thought it was helpful, and let me know in the comments, is this happening to you? If you're running Google Ads, I'm guessing it is. I'll see you on the next one.